Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hope Taska. Okay, today we're going to look into a very important topic. We're diving into a very important topic that affects every one of us, that is very important, and that is to know the will of God in marriage. We are talking about how do I know the will of God in marriage. It's something that a lot of persons have met me and they're asking this question. How do I know the will of God in mind? How do I know that this person is the will of God for me? Okay, so it's a very important topic, whether you're single, whether you're engaged, whether you're dating. So it's a very important topic that we need to pay attention today and listen carefully. Let's have it at the back of our mind that marriage is the will of God. God started marriage. Marriage is of God. God is the originator of marriage. In the Garden of Eden, he started marriage. So marriage is not something that takes God unaware. He's aware. He gave a wife to Adam. Yes, he gave a wife to Adam. He said Adam was lonely and God needed to make a helpmate for him, and he gave Eve to Adam as a wife. So marriage is of God. God started marriage, and God has principles about marriage. So for you to say you want to know the will of God, it means that you're a believer. I guess you're a believer and you don't want to make mistakes in marriage. You want your marriage to be heaven on earth. You want to enjoy marriage. You want to enjoy peace in your home. If this is the case, please draw closer and watch this video to the end so you find out how to know the will of God in marriage. Number one, to my channel, please subscribe and hit on the bell icon so you could get a notification when I post a new video. Okay, let's dive into this important topic. Okay, one of the things you need to check out for before you start talking about I want to know, one of the first thing, you've seen somebody, you like this person, the first thing you need to check out for is this one: is this person a believer? Because it's the will of God for you to marry a believer. Yes, you have to have it at the back of your mind that it's the will of God for you to marry a believer. There's nothing to talk about that one. There's nothing, we are not even debating that topic. If we look at the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 from 14 to 18, it's talking about being not unequally yoked with unbeliever. Okay, what does righteousness have it on righteousness? What does this have with this? What? Let me read my Bible so it won't be as if I was the one that made up that story. Do not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship has righteousness with lawlessness? And what communion has light with darkness? Or what part has a believer with an unbeliever? That's what I want to look at. What part does a believer have with an unbeliever? Some of you who are talking about knowing the will of God in marriage, one of the will of God in marriage, the first will of God in marriage is that you marry a believer. Before you start talking about other things, is this person a believer? Marry a believer. If you're a believer, marry a believer. Don't marry from under faith or under, don't marry an unbeliever, please. Those of you who are into conversion to marry, you see somebody, yes, sometimes you see somebody who you like all the qualities in the person, but the person is not a believer. No, marry a believer. A man of God says that once you marry an unbeliever, that you have automatically made the devil your father-in-law. How many of us want the devil to be our father-in-law or our mother-in-law? Please marry a believer. There are a lot of things going on out there, a lot of things happening there, a lot of things are happening. Some people have married people because they love them, they had money, and you see some sisters crossing over to other faiths. I don't want to talk about that, but if you're a believer, marry a believer. Okay, now the next thing you need to look out is, after you've married, you've checked and this person is a believer. You've checked this person a believer, you have to be prayerful. You have to be prayerful. You have to seek, you have to pray about it. Find out the will of God about this person. Be prayerful about it. Marriage is a serious business. It's not something you get in and get. It's better you have a broken engagement than to have a broken marriage. It's not something you get in and get out. It's not something you say, I know they do again, I won't go back my papa house. It's not like that in marriage. Marriage is not like that. So make sure that this person you're marrying is the will of God for you, and you have to engage in prayers, not just one day prayer. You have to pray and be sure that God is leading you in the direction to marry this person. Okay, you can even let people know that this is a decision you want to take, because it's a serious decision. You can tell people to help you in prayers. This is what I want to do, please assist me in prayer. Let's know if this person is the will of God, because now you go date there, now you go see the whole thing. Okay, now the next thing we need to look at is compatibility. You have to check for compatibility, both spiritual and physical compatibility. When I talk about spiritual compatibility, the kind of things my eyes have seen, see, After I've mentioned, we've talked about marrying a believer, but outside marrying a believer, there are a lot of things you should check, my dear sister and my dear brother. There are a lot of things you need to check. What does he believe in? What does this fellow believe in? If this person is a believer, what does he believe in? It's a serious matter. What are his beliefs about life, about marriage, about finances, about building a home? Is he somebody who wants to get married because he's of age? He wants to get everybody that is disturbing marriage. Does he even know what marriage is all about? Find out what this person believes in. For example, you belong to a denomination. I'm going to marry from another denomination. Maybe you belong to a Pentecostal, you're moving to another denomination. Please find out what they believe in to avoid stories that touch. There are some people who claim Christians. There are people who, not everybody is saying, I'm a Christian, I'm a Christian. What are you? I'm a Christian. There are some people, some Christians who don't believe in blood transfusion. I heard of a story of a man who the wife, she was in, I'm sorry, apologies to the Christian faith. I don't have anything against you, but I don't have anything against it, your belief. There's a lady who DIE in the process of having a child because she was supposed to be transfused, and the husband said, we don't believe in blood transfusion. So the woman DIED. So the man had a medical issue that required the same blood transfusion. He opted out, and that was how that family came to a close, because they did not take the transfusion. I know of a lady who used to be my neighbor. She believes, they are Christians, they believe in faith. They don't take drugs, they don't take medicine, they don't go to the hospital. They practice faith. That's their own practice in their denomination. So when I talk about, if you're moving from a denomination to another denomination, please find out what the church believes in. Find out their doctrines, find out their dogma, find out what they allow and what they don't allow. She is married to a faith where they don't believe in taking drugs, they don't believe in going to the hospital. Her baby had an accident. She didn't take that child to the hospital. They were now managing it with bandage and this and that. She lost that child. That child DIED. Because why? They don't believe in hospital. After that experience, as I'm talking to you, this woman, whenever her baby, any of her child is sick, she hides to give them medicine. She will hide the child and give medicine. That is their belief. There are some denominations that don't believe in family planning. And you, a lady, you're saying you have 3 children, where they don't believe in family planning, they don't take contraceptives. Look at the economy of this country. I have somebody I've been arguing with over this matter for a long period of time. He says, in fact, he believes that a woman should just be giving birth every year. That if a woman does family planning, that we are reducing posterity. That is an idea of the devil to do family planning. That God made us to multiply. That is his own ideology. This is his own ideology, and he's somebody who holds his own faith very strong. So if you're marrying that kind of person, just get ready to be giving birth to children every year. Yes, so after you've checked that this person is a believer, find out what this person believes in to avoid stories that touch. Find out, what does he believe in? What am I getting myself involved in? What am I getting involved in? What am I marrying? What does he believe in? There are some denomination that doesn't believe in the Holy Spirit. They say the Holy Spirit has gone back to heaven. And you will now carry your leg and go and marry there. What are you expecting when you marry from that place? Imagine saying Holy Spirit, say don't call Holy Spirit has gone to heaven. So whenever you are getting married to somebody, make sure you find out, what does this person believe in? What does he believe in outside being a Christian? What is his belief about marriage? What is his belief about finances? Find out if you're compatible with this person spiritually. Find out if you're compatible with this person physically. Find out if you're compatible with this person emotionally. I passed one day when I was going to pick my baby from school, my daughter from school. I heard a guy who was angry that how can a married man there's some men who are married and they still wash their clothes. You have a wife in the house, a wife cannot wash your clothes. And I pinched my and say, this is what this person believes in. Now one sister will now innocently go and marry this man. I'm not against the woman washing her husband's clothes, but the man made it look as though it was a woman's responsibility to wash her husband's clothes, as it's part of her duties as a wife. So you marry that kind of person, get ready to turn into a washing machine. So when you're checking this person, you're getting married, to find out if you're compatible with this person. See, marriage, see that love that's shocking. When you enter, your eye will clear. And it's not something you say, I want to take a break and go to my father's house, unless you don't want to marry. But if it's something you know that marriage is, you've entered. You've entered you want to make your mind work. This person that you're getting married to, what does he believe in? I mean, is a believer. What does he believe in? What does his parents believe in? What does the family believe in? A man was trending on Facebook recently because he posted a video of he posted a picture and said something about if his wife caught him cheating and the wife made a problem and the girlfriend respects him, decided if chick respects him, that he's going to upgrade that to a wife and chase the wife away. And people were commenting, people were angry. If you marry that kind of person that is from that kind of family, imagine kind of example he's living for his children. So I want to beg you, find out if you're compatible with this person before you talk of marriage. Find out if you're compatible with this person. Yes, is a belief. So when you find out that, when you're done with that, you need to be prayerful. You need to check accessibility. What are his life goals? Does he have any vision? Does he have any place he's going to? If you're going to Aba, please don't hang with somebody who is going to Ijabode. If you're going to Ebonyi State, please don't follow somebody who is going to Lagos. If you're going to UK, don't follow somebody who is going to Ajegunle. Please find out if this person has life goals. What are his life goals? What are his family expectations? What does he expect from me as a wife, or what does she expect from me as a husband? What is his faith beliefs? I talked about faith belief. I talked about his church, their dogma. What do they believe in? Even if it means for you to ask him for their church book and say, please, can I see your doctrine book? Please find out what he believes in. Okay, I'll be a bit fast. Okay, so observe his character, his love, his actions towards people. Check his patience, his kind. Is he a kind person? Is he someone who is humble? Is he someone who is genuinely committed to God? Is he someone who is going to church because he wants to marry? I know somebody who entered church and because he wanted to marry, so he entered choir. As a married, he just changed all of a sudden, and today she's suffering in her marriage because she didn't seek the face of God. She saw these red signs and she ignored it because she wanted to get married and maybe the person is in the choir. The fact that it's in the choir is a minister's seat doesn't mean that he's a believer, doesn't mean that he's committed to God. Somebody can just be in church and grow. There are some churches that when you stay for a certain number of years, they upgrade it to different levels. Some people can be upgraded because they've stayed in church for a long time. Doesn't mean that they are believers. So shine your eye when it comes to marriage. Listen to the Holy Spirit, be attentive. There's something that is a prompting in your spirit that you should not go ahead. Please don't overlook that prompting because of emotions or because of the things you're seeing, because of money, or because of the things you're seeing around. Don't overlook that prompting of the Holy Spirit not to go ahead. Please, it's very, very important.
Counsel.
There are people who have gone ahead of you in marriage. There are people who are succeeding in marriage. Seek counsel. Me, I'm open to counsel. A lot of people meet me for counsel about marriage, and I tell them the truth. I give you myself as an example. Is my marriage as an example. I use examples of people I've seen that I made mistake as to tell them so they don't make the same mistake. So if somebody made mistake and you're making the same mistake, it's not a good thing. So if you look at when it comes to marriage, don't just do it as if you know it everything. Ask for someone to advise you. The man of God that he told us a story that he wanted to marry his sister, so he went to tell his pastor, said the sister want to marry. The pastor said no, you will not marry her. So he was like angry. Why would you not allow me to marry this sister? I want to marry her. So the pastor said, I said you will not marry her. So that was where the pastor stopped. After 3 months, the sister by DIED. So he was like, what happened? Now discovered that the sister was actually ill, and the pastor does not want to disclose that to him. So what if he had not gone to counsel? What if he had not gone to the pastor to inform the pastor? What if and his sister died of HIV? So what if he had not told the pastor about it and he just went ahead? So please seek counsel. There are some things that we know that you don't know. There are some things that we have seen that you have not seen. Ask questions, seek counsel. Don't just run. Marriage is a serious thing. No, it's a serious thing. If you jump in, you jump out. Don't marry because others are getting married. You say, others don't marry. No one marry. I know when their bodies get done. I don't tire to get house. If I should don't tire you to do sit down for your mama house. It's better you stay as a single in your father's house than to be married and you're looking for a way to come out. To please, marriage is a serious matter. Take it. Inform your church marriage committee. Those of you who want to marry in different churches, please find out the procedure in your church. Don't go and do and tomorrow you come out and talk about each other. This church did not like, did not wed you. If they say come by 10 o'clock for your wedding and you know that they are strict with time, please follow their procedure. If they say don't wear a revealing clothes, but not on that. If as on my own church, if you don't follow rules and regulations, now your wedding day will be handkerchief and cover your revealing clothes for you. So find out the marriage committee standard, inform them, find out how they go about it. If you want to marry in a church, don't come out to me and say church did this, church did that. No, leave church out of your mouth. If you want to do something, do it the right way. Do it the right way. Don't put somebody's name in your mouth. Do it the right way. Okay. So what have we talked about? We talked about marrying a believer. We've talked about prayer. We've talked about checking accessory to be check if you're compatible with this person both spiritually and physically. We've talked about observing this person's character. Is this person a kind person? Is he a humble person? Is he a genuine person? Is this someone that I know somebody who borrowed car to go and impress the in-laws, and today the marriage has sparked up. He borrowed car to show that he's a big man because he wants to impress his in-laws because he's married from a rich home. So check if this person is genuine. Don't be moved by love and emotion that is shaking you. When you enter marriage, the love and emotion will just check out of your eye. So marry a Christian, marry a believer. If you make somebody say if you make mistake in life, the devil in marriage, when you marry the wrong spouse, that the devil stop chasing you because he has finally settled you. So he just end your case because he has settled you in marriage. So don't allow the devil to settle you in marriage. Marry according to the will of God, and God will bless you. So in case you like our videos, share our videos, and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in my next video as we continue with another interesting topic. Bye. God bless you. See you in our next video.